What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Tia Mowry. I've talked about her before, and apparently she tweeted out that, she'll find love again. Even though she's spending the holidays with her ex-husband and children, she's still letting it be known that she's single and available. And, for some reason, right, there are some people who are believing this and they're like, she'll find love again, right? Even though she's leaving a marriage that she was in for a while, a family, in order to pursue her own interests, right? Which is, listen, if you don't want to be with somebody, leave them. But there are people who are mocking her, who are openly mocking her, because they're like, well, you just left a situation. You know what I'm saying? You were just left a marriage. And you're talking about how you're going to find love again. Like, obviously, if her and Cory are spending time together with the children, things are not that bad for you to want to file a little divorce. Now, I've seen where couples will get divorced and they don't spend any time with each other. If they're around each other, they're at some event with their children, maybe it's a birthday party, or, just maybe just being around each other for the day. Who knows? But they're not spending the holidays with their ex. She's spending the holidays with Cory, playing with his emotions, right? Was a rumor that Cory went on a date with Nia Long, right? But it just seems to me that I don't think that she really got divorced because he was a bad husband or he was out here cheating with women, even though that's the number one excuse for a lot of these women to get out of their marriages. I just think Tia Mowry wanted to be single. She's a woman that's getting a little bit older, and I don't think she wants to age out in marriage and not have the opportunity to be single, in 2023. Because you gotta admit, she's been with Cory for almost 20 years, right? And now you got all this social media. She sees the lives that these single women are living, and she wants a piece of that before she gets to a point to where, men are not that interested in her like that. That's how women think. Now, they're going to deny this, but I see how they move. Why do you think you have so many 30, 40 something, even 50 something year old women filing for divorce? It is because a lot of them get a little bit anxious in their marriages. You got Tia trying to sexy it up on her social media. That is because, she doesn't want to age out in marriage. She wants to have the opportunity to go out there and experience things. How else do you explain the fact that you're still spending time with Cory? It's because there really was no issues there. It's all in her head. It's issues that she has created. And that's why she's talking about how love will find her again. But will it? Are you confident that? Or are you going to end up going back to Cory? Now, if she ends up going back to Cory, it's going to tell you everything you need to know. That it was her all along. She just wanted to be single. She wanted to experience being, flued out. She wants to experience having men, want her, thirst for her. A lot of these women do. But you got to understand, because she was married, men don't come at her with that energy. Because she keeps herself, conservatively, I would say her image is very conservative, right? Doesn't mean that she's a conservative. It just means she keeps it conservative. So, it's the same thing with Steph Curry's wife, Aisha. Aisha is very, conservative in how her image is. So men never came at her like that. That's why she said what she said about how she wished that she got more attention like that, like she sees these other women are getting. And Tia Mowry is no different. And I'm telling you right now, if she ends up going back to Cory, everything I'm saying is going to be solidified. She wants to experience being single before she gets, any more older than she is. That's how a lot of these women are these days. That's why a lot of them are getting divorced. I put up a post about, a woman who's like 49, I put a post on my Facebook and Twitter. This woman is 49 years old. She was on Fox News talking about, telling the world that she's divorcing her husband, right? And it just seems that, these women just want to put it out there that they're available. Why is that? You think you're going to find better than what you had? I think Tia Mowry is going to be very disappointed unless she was enticed to become single, because a lot of these women are being enticed to leave their marriages. A lot of these women are out here and they're having dudes put stuff in their heads to make them want to leave their marriages, telling them that the grass is going to be green on the other side. The grass is never green on the other side. That's why you have so many women single. Because they thought it was going to be green on the other side. It never is. And more times than not, their ex-husband end up moving on faster than they do. And that's where the bitterness comes into play. So hopefully it never gets to that stage for her where she becomes bitter because he's already moved on. Because I'm pretty sure Cory can move on whenever he wants to. So let's get into this article here from Atlanta Black Star. Because I know love will find me again. Tia Mowry leaves fans thinking there is no chance of reconciliation between her and estranged husband Cory Hardrict, even though she continues to spend the holidays and time with him. Fans seem to think Tia Mowry is in a hurry to finalize her divorce from her husband Cory Hardrict after seeing an early morning tweet about love finding its way to her. The former couple has spent over 2 decades together and shared 2 children, 11-year-old Cree and 4-year-old Cairo. From fans' perspective, Mowry is ready to close the romantic relationship part of this chapter and find the next suitor. But why? Because it doesn't seem like there's any issues. Couples go through issues all the time. It's a lot of you women that don't want to stay in and try to fix things because y'all think the grass is going to be green on the other side, and it never is. On February 10th, the Sister star wrote a simple but impactful tweet that read, "I know love will find me again." Fans responded in her comments sharing that they agree love will find its way to her again. As you can see the tweet there. And she said it right. It finds you. Don't go looking for it. Indeed, it will just show up unexpectedly, unintentionally. It will land at your feet. Those types of discoveries can't be beat. Wait for it. See, these people read too many stories. And this is a guy here who's telling her this. They read too many books, watch too many flicks, and they actually believe that love is going to find them again. It may, but you have to want love. Does Tia want love, or does she want to be single? And she's saying this because she knows y'all gonna eat it up. She knows y'all gonna eat it up, that she's putting it out there that she wants love. Playing in Cory's face. As the 44-year-old tweet began to receive more notice, one fan brought up Mowry's relationship with Hardrict and mentioned how well paired she thought they were. "Yes, but I really did love y'all together." The natural hair care enthusiast also posted a message on her Instagram story with the song "Never Leave You Lonely" and playing in the background. Mowry and Hardrict's separation announcement came as a surprise to many, has been a topic of conversation since they broke the news last October. Though neither one has publicly pinpointed the sole reason behind their relationship's demise, Hardrict recently denied any act of infidelity on his end, as well as denied his soon-to-be ex-wife's claim of irreconcilable differences. In court documents obtained by Radar Online, Hardrict's lawyer wanted the court to determine the validity of the prenuptial agreement dated April 14, 2008, and or that any provisions are unconscionable. So he's like, this prenup can't be validated. We've been together for a long time. You know how women can get prenups thrown out? Maybe they should throw that one out. The All-American homecoming star denial of cheating made fans believe that their relationship may have ended because of financial problems. It's interesting. I could see that. Tia's used to a certain lifestyle. Maybe she wants a guy that can match that, and Cory's not that guy. Just 1 week after Mowry informed fans about their split on the Instagram page, social media outlets captured a like from the actress under a certain Instagram post that talked about two people having an unequal marriage. An Instagram user who goes by the name of Lee Hammock uploaded a video that gave fans a particular scenario about a married couple with one partner who pays all the bills and the other partner who doesn't contribute financially. In the video, Hammock deemed this a manipulative tactic and wrote some toxic people refuse to contribute around the home in any way. #toxic, #toxic partner. Mowry seemed to have agreed with the self-proclaimed motivational, they say self-proclaimed, motivational speaker because she was one of the 539 people who liked the message. But Cory does work. He's getting some work in Hollywood, it could be financial. Listen, women need to be honest about what they want. Do you want a rich man, or do you want a man who's working and is the best man for you? Cory isn't a guy who just sits on his ass. I mean, he's obviously doing something, right? Maybe she's had too many conversations with other women who tell her that she could do better than Cory. But she chose Cory, and she's been with him for almost 20 years. They have 2 children together. This is the man that she chose. Remember, she had a prenup, which lets you know that at the beginning of the relationship, she was the one who was making more money, and she knew that. She had more money than him. That's why they had a prenuptial agreement. So she chose to be with Cory. Did she think Cory would somehow become a millionaire after, you know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly was she expecting? Because I'm pretty sure that maybe she feels like she should be with a man who can financially take care of her, but you didn't do that. Tia, you could have done that. You could have gotten with a man who could have financially upgraded you, and you chose not to do that. You got with a man that made you get a prenup agreement for him to sign. So obviously you could have been with somebody else, Tia, or not, but at the end of the day, Tia chose to be with Cory, and they were with each other for a long time. So she obviously made the right move because they were together for a long time. She was a woman that she was uneasy about being married. She didn't want to be married anymore. Everybody want to point the finger at Cory. I don't think Cory's to blame. When a woman is uneasy in a situation, she's going to do everything she can to separate herself from it and then have everybody blaming the other. Because Tia has not to this point come out and said, he's not the problem. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Because, women want others to fight their battles. And I think Tia is the one to allow others to fight her battle. That's what it seems like. Right? If Cory, wasn't the problem, if he's not out, like he's not out cheating. Now she has, then I missed it. Y'all can let me know. But it just seems to me that she just didn't want to be married to him anymore. And maybe the ideal man that she wants her now. And now she's ready to separate herself from Cory, because women plan ahead when it comes to anything. When it comes to cheating, when it comes to leaving a relationship, they'll have somebody in the background who's feeding them things and making them believe that things will be better if they just leave their situation. And that could be what's going on here. Once the divorce is finalized, if she's already in a new relationship, y'all already knew that guy was always there. He was always there. So y'all understand in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.